Hello there, welcome back to my channel. That's not my actual voice, I just wanted to make it a bit interesting. So you think, oh, is he British now? What happened? It's been so long. But uh, anyway, I've been spending a lot of time writing recently. I get an idea for a film, open up my computer and start writing, and then everything would fall apart in approximately 6 pages. This happened a lot. I have so many unfinished screenplays. I could probably combine all my unfinished screenplays into one 3-hour long movie. It'll be like The Room had a baby with Morbius. Amazing. For a while, I felt like maybe writing wasn't for me because I'd hear all these fantastic stories of writers who got inspired on an afternoon walk and got back home and wrote the greatest screenplay of the 21st century, but that wasn't me. I wanted it to be, but it wasn't. I found it a lot harder than that in reality. Still, I knew I couldn't give up because I don't have enough space up here for dead dreams and unfinished screenplays. And I knew writing could feel good. It had felt good when it felt like I was listening more than I was writing, when the words would flow out without any resistance. I wanted writing to feel good more often. I wanted to actually finish more screenplays. I wanted writing to be enjoyable, but I didn't know how. So I read a few books. I came across this book by Anne Lamott called Bird by Bird, Some Instructions on Writing and Life. It's amazing. It has so many insights on writing and life, as the title implies, but it's really good. If you write articles, movies, plays, songs, or text messages, I would seriously recommend this book. One thing the author emphasized in the book is that you don't have to know everything when you start writing. You might not even know everything by the time you're done. And that got me really excited because I never know what I'm doing. What the author explained was that what holds a story together when you're writing and in the final product is not the idea for the story, but it's the characters that the story forms around. I'm not really good at picking favorites with most things like colors, songs, pizza toppings, but I have a pretty solid top 5 list for movies. One of the films on that list is Noah Baumbach's 2012 film Frances Ha, which I have watched more than 7 times and I've loved even more after every rewatch. It's kind of an unhealthy addiction kind of thing. For a while I didn't understand what made me love it so much. It doesn't have the most articulate plot. It doesn't have the most flashy visuals either. The dialogue is effective but not fancy, and this is the closest thing we get to a fight scene.
Come at me.
No.
Okay, well then I'll just...
Oh my God, stop it!
It kind of feels like a stripped down film. It's like what you have left when you take away all the fluff from a film. And with this new context after reading Anne Lamott's book, I realized that what it was that made me love it so much was the characters. It was the fact that after watching the film, I felt like I knew these characters so well. I knew Frances, I knew Sophie, Lev, Rachel, Benji. I could describe what these characters would wear on an average day, what they'd carry in their pockets, and what music they listened to. The plot was a product of the nature of the characters. You understood why they were the way they were, and when they didn't understand themselves, you kinda did. Here's a snippet from Bird by Bird. Plot grows out of character. If you focus on who the people in your story are, if you sit and write about 2 people you know and are getting to know better day by day, something is bound to happen. Characters should not, conversely, serve as pawns for some plot you've dreamed up, which is exactly what I was doing. Worry about the characters. Let what they say or do reveal who they are. Be involved in their lives and keep asking yourself, now what happens? Find out what each character cares about most in the world, because then you will have discovered what's at stake. Find a way to express this discovery in action. Let your characters find, hold on to, or defend whatever it is. Then you can take them from good to bad and back again, or from bad to good, or from lost to found. But something must be at stake or you will have no tension and your readers will not turn the pages. Character is everything. Out of character comes plot, stakes, tension, and structure. Think of some of your favorite films. They most likely have memorable characters. Characters you can identify with and empathize with. So maybe when you're struggling, instead of focusing on your plot and your story and where that's gonna go, focus on empathizing and understanding your characters. Start with characters. Start with Peter Parker. Start with Walter White, Julie, Evelyn, Kendall Roy. Get to know big things like their wants and needs, and small things like their favorite flavor of ice cream. Favorite flavor of ice cream. Favorite flavor of ice cream. In the MCU Spider-Man trilogy, Peter Parker has had an amazing character arc. He went from being a teenager who wanted to be a big league superhero like the Avengers to being an Avenger and wanting to be a teenager again, feeling like he wasn't cut out for it. Then, finally learning that he can't have everything he wants, and that to be Spider-Man, he must make sacrifices. Being Spider-Man is a responsibility, something he knew from the start but only understood at the end of the third film. At the end of his trilogy, he sacrifices everything to help other people. Helping people is the essence of his character. It's engraved into his character, and most of his problems and triumphs are caused by that fact. A hero who can't stop saving lives and who sacrifices the normal life he yearns for in the process. That's a well-developed character. We understand why Peter Parker wants to help people because we knew him before he did. We understand when he wants a break because we've seen him struggle way too much. And we know why he can't seem to have a normal life even though we want him to. That's what makes people care.
Doesn't really hurt anymore.
Characters. Stories form around characters, not the other way around. The only reason why scenes like this carry any weight is because we care about the characters in the scene. Character is the most important part of any story, so we should spend more time fleshing out our characters and getting to understand them. That doesn't mean every character has to be three-dimensional. I mean, it's perfectly fine if you want to have some one-dimensional characters you introduce for comedic effect or to kill off in a funny way. That's perfect. That's gold. That's cool. Keep it up, dude. I've stopped worrying so much about the direction of my story and started trying to empathize and understand my characters better. It's helped me so much that I recently finished another screenplay, which I'm excited about. I should have kept it on the table, but this is it. The camera's not going to focus on it, but like it's here. It's real. The font and everything is super cool. So I'm really excited about this. Here are a few prompts that help me understand my characters when I'm writing. 1. Before I start writing, I try to make playlists for the main characters, and this really helps me understand what's going on in their minds and helps me understand what kind of person they are. It also helps put me in the mindset of the characters when I start writing. So when I want to write a scene for a character, it's really important, get the headphones out, just hook them up, and I am now the character. And now I can think from the character's perspective and think how they would think, which is really important. 2. Ask yourself what things your character would lie about. Would they lie about their height, their social status, their financial status, their health, their past, their Instagram followers, something like that? What a character would lie about says a lot about who they are. Think about that. And 3, write a page about your character's background, about their history before the events of the story. Write about their family background, how they were in preschool, something like that. Just give their current behavior some context from the past. This really helps to direct you and make you feel like you're making the right decisions with the characters. And number 4, this is really fun. Ask your character a simple question like, how was your day? And then answer it from the perspective of the character, and then answer it again, but like after they've had 4 shots of vodka and they're just kind of like spilling out everything, and they say so much from what they say and what they don't say. So that's a really fun exercise, which has helped a lot. Those tips might not work for everyone, but they've definitely helped me. Writing can be fun, but it's hard, and allow it to be fun while it's hard. So be kind to your mind, and it's okay if you don't understand where things are going right away. Just take your time and get to understand your characters and let them guide the story when you can't. Over the years, the process of writing has begun to demystify itself to me, and it's getting easier day by day. I hope this video helped if you're a writer, and if you're not, I hope it was mildly interesting. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. See you soon. Goodbye. I'm wearing shorts, by the way. It doesn't really matter. No one's supposed to see it, but I kind of just showed it, so I guess it does matter now.